Today I brought a friend with me. Kevin is smarter than me. Actually, we are both smarter than Andre.
Kim, I don't think that's relevant here. Let's focus on the task at hand.
Okay, we're going to show libraries today.
Exactly. Your first encounter with a library is likely to be right here in the sidebar of the Arrange application. Open one of the example libraries from this pop-up menu. Kim, can you explain that a bit more?
Each phrase pool listed here can contain one or more phrases. You can grab them down here and drop them into your arrangement. Kevin, how does it work?
Drop a phrase on a track header to replace the entire phrase. Drop a phrase on a container to replace the entire phrase of the currently selected instrument in that container.
Cool.
Drop a phrase on a parameter view to add it to the existing phrase. Hold down the Control key to insert it, or hold down the Shift key to merge it with the existing phrase.
That's important to know. Drop a phrase on a parameter to extract only that specific parameter from the phrase.
Cool. Another way to drop a parameter is to find it here and drag it anywhere you want. For example, if you want to use the harmony of a phrase, just drop it on any instrument or container.
Or if you want to use the tempo, you can grab it here. We have another point?
That's right. This switch causes all phrases to play the sound, tempo, and harmony of the current container. You will hear almost exactly how the phrase will sound in your song.
Brilliant. Sometimes a phrase is difficult to assess on its own. Enable this switch to test phrases along with the entire container. Click here to copy the phrase to the track. You can do all this also on the library page. Generate phrases with a factory and immediately hear them in your song. Click here to copy the phrase to the track. So, using a library is pretty simple. But how do you go about creating one?
It's just as easy. Each arrangement has an embedded library, which is a kind of notepad for ideas and variations. To add something to a library, just grab it and drop it on the sidebar. Grab a track header to add a phrase. Grab a parameter to add a single parameter.
That's especially useful for harmony, but basically works with all parameters.
Grab a container to add a folder with all its phrases.
I didn't know that.
Another way to collect phrases is to extract them with Command E. Select a span in any parameter view and press Command E to add it to the current library. That's a convenient way to dissect large imported takes into small reusable phrases.
It also works with harmony.
Good to know. An embedded library is limited to a single arrangement. If you want to use it with other arrangements, you must save it as a library file.
The saved file will then appear in this menu.
On the library page, you can edit the phrases in the current library. This is convenient for the embedded library. However, if you want to edit reusable libraries, we recommend that you open the standalone library application. While it looks and works almost the same, it is better suited for organizing multiple libraries at once. Start a new library from the File menu, or open the current library in a standalone window from the Library menu.
I would like to add that before you can open an embedded library, you must first save it as a file.
That's what we just did. The standalone library window has a narrow layout for browsing and a wide layout for editing. You can pin it to the screen, so it will always stay on top of other windows. That's great if you want to drop phrases from multiple libraries into an arrangement.
The narrow layout comes in handy when you have a number of libraries open and you want to copy phrases from one library to another and reorganize their contents. Select a phrase you want to edit in this view. You can move or copy phrases from one pool to another. Although a pool will only accept phrases with the same time signature. If you drop a phrase on a folder, it creates a new pool with that phrase.
There are additional pages for a harmonizer and for figure recognition. These are meant to support a typical workflow where you edit a take, then harmonize it, and finally convert it to a figure. The harmonizer and the procedure of figure recognition are explained in separate tutorials. The details of editing parameters will be covered in another tutorial. For now, let's take a quick look at the parameters. Parameters that are common to all phrases in a pool are yellow. This means that you can have only one scheme, tempo, preview, and interpretation per pool. Parameters that are not physically present but can be extracted from others are blue. You can grab and drag them as if they were real.
Synfire Pro allows a library to maintain its own rack of sounds. The rack loads all sounds when the library is opened and unloads them when the library is closed.
It works just like an arrangement rack. When you drop a phrase into an arrangement, Synfire will ask if you want to copy the sound to the arrangement rack.
Okay, that's it, isn't it? Anything else to say?
There's so much more to show, but we'll stop here for today.
Thank you for watching.